King of the Road Productions proudly presents Part 1 of our Cajun and Country mini-series of the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW, Southeast Texas style. During the half hour, we'll check out Wayne Toops and Zyda Cajun at the Cajun Heritage Fest in Port Arthur. Wayne Toops, you did it again, man. You brought the house down, closed it down. The place is empty now. But what a show.
My friend, I thank the good Lord for giving me the ability to continue to do something like we do on a high level.
We'll feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. We'll also wear the Southeast Texas debut of Juna and Joey's new video as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. And Dustin Sagne will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches. King of the Road. Howdy and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW. I'm Jim King of the Road and hope to see you at Honky Tonk, Texas on Saturday, June 26th for Frank Foster in concert. He's a fabulous singer, songwriter, and performer. And don't miss John Wolf's triumphant return to Honky Tonk, Texas on Friday, July 9th. Get your tickets for these killer concerts now at Honky Tonk Texas box office or order them online at honkytonktexas.us. Remember to take King's Country Internet Radio along for the ride to Honky Tonk, Texas. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. And stream the multi-award-winning and nationally recognized Jim King of the Radio Show, middays, Monday through Friday, on King's Country at kingscountry.net. You don't want to miss it. Now ride shotgun with me to Port Arthur, Texas as we begin our gaze in the rear view at the recent Cajun Heritage Fest. We always cruise Cadillac style, as seen and heard on Southeast Texas TV and radio.
Extra large and turbocharged. It's the King of the Road Show.
Oh, hi, to the time.
One man has the power to take you behind the scenes. Jim King of the Road.
Jim King of the Road.
I'm down on my knees, I'm begging you, please take me back, take me back. You've heard it before, now I'll say it once more. Take me back, take me back. We shared our sweet dreams of good times and good friends. So let's fall in love all over again. You know I've done you wrong, still I know we belong. Take me back, take me back. I begged you before, now I'm begging you once more. Take me back, take me back. We shared our sweet dreams of good times and good friends. So let's fall in love all over again.
Wayne Tubes, you did it again, man. You brought the house down, closed it down. The place is empty now.
Yeah,
but
you know, it's,
what a show.
You know, my friend, I thank the good Lord for giving me the ability to continue to do something like we do on a high level. And the musicians in the band are great. We played those songs that we recorded for years. We started to do some new stuff. With the COVID thing, you know, we were like kind of like constrained a little bit.
The COVID really shut you down for a year.
Yeah, I mean, we lost a bunch of work. But we were able to pull through it, you know, in the good Lord's grace.
Was it a rough 12 months or?
Yeah, you know,
months?
yeah. It was rough for almost 18 months.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know what? We were able to come on the other side of it. And we're on the roll now. And
I think, man, we're going to these festivals and they're just jam-packed now. Everybody's so ready to get out again.
well, you know, everybody is ready to get out. How long it's going to last, I don't know. But I know that everybody was just biting at the bit to get out. There was a lot of them that wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
They felt constrained a little bit.
Right.
And then there was a lot of people that didn't want to because of the mask thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody to each his own.
Right.
You know, you protect yourself how you can.
Well, we got vaccinated. My girlfriend and I got vaccinated, so I feel a lot safer. That's not for everybody, but
Well,
for each his own.
I just appreciate everybody worrying about themselves and their families, and I'm glad everybody's coming out now. We good. We on a roll.
Yeah.
We're gonna probably start working on something within the next year or so, some new music material. I didn't feel like it was the right time to do anything during the COVID thing because I couldn't put my spirit into it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know,
A lot of people are suffering.
well, everybody was suffering, and you know, we were all suffering, everybody, and just not in the right frame of mind to give it my all for my fans because I don't want to give them anything less. I said she's alright. She's my little baby, and she's alright with me. She's my typical honey, yeah, yeah, yeah. She's my typical honey, yeah. Na, 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 na. Oh, yeah. My typical honey.
Still to come, we'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Juna and Joey's new video as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. We'll also feature the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And Dustin Sanye will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches. But next, we'll air more of our exclusive with Wayne Toops and Zyda Cajun at the Cajun Heritage Fest in Port Arthur.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
Red Wagon Cafe at 445 Freeway in Viner is serving up delicious dishes in king-size portions.
All-you-can-eat buffets are Friday for lunch and breakfast on Saturdays and Sundays. My favorite lunch special is Pork Chop Tuesday. The fried pork chops are fantastic.
It's real good. I enjoy it. It's awesome. Pork chop day.
Sink your teeth into delicious fried catfish with all the fixings on the Friday buffet.
Red Wagon Cafe, 445 West Freeway in Viner.
5 Star Feeds, located at 580 Highway 365 in Port Arthur, Texas, has it all, and they are locally owned by Tina Bean. 5 Star has all the feed you could possibly need, as well as hardware, horse saddles and tack, name brand Western and workwear, and much more. 5 Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas.
call Jim. Let's rock.
Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
Well, you know, we're back in full swing, thanks to Texas, and you know, I love Louisiana. I mean, and I think we're getting back on track. I don't think we're quite as wide open as Texas is. That's why we're over here a lot. And of course, we've been playing this market over here in Texas for 30 years.
Yeah.
And they love us, and we love them, and they support us a lot, and we can't get enough of it, and hopefully it continues, you know.
I came here over 20 years ago, and one of the first artists I saw was you. First Cajun artist for sure, and Le Boss. You lived up to it. I was a big Bruce Springsteen fan growing up, and now I'm a Cajun fan thanks to you.
Well, thank you. You know, that was when Bob Johnston was the producer of Blasting the Bayou. He came up with that slogan. He came to one of our concerts one time, and he said, God, man, it feels like a Bruce Springsteen
High
concert.
energy.
You know, and actually, it was at the Crawfish Festival in Brobridge, and we had about 18,000 people. And he says, can you feel the magic in the air? Feels like a Springsteen concert. He said, I'm going to start calling you the Boss. And it stuck, you know, over 30 years ago.
Everybody, take my hand, say it's true. Say those simple words, oh, I love only you. Take my hand, oh, oh, and hold me tight. Take my hand, everything will be alright.
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Wayne Tubes, great to see you.
Hey, Jim, how are you, my friend?
Le Boss is here. He's in the house. And you're staying busy.
You know, with the new little boy, you know, he's 22 months. And
Marlon.
Yes, he's a handful, but we're enjoying it, the wife and I. And
you had Daryl years ago, and then you took 15, 20 years off.
Well, you know, and Daryl just had twins.
Okay.
You know, so I'm grandfather again. You know, so
well, congratulations.
But the music business is great.
Yeah.
We're having a good time, and we're still playing. We're staying busy.
You put out an album in April of 2016, your self-titled album.
Yeah, on the Malico Records, and there was some really good tunes on there, and we're enjoying it.
Yeah. It's the Cajun Bruce Springsteen, folks. Right here.
Well, I don't know about that, but we're, you know what, we've been very fortunate, Jim, and you know, people like you that really help out over the years, and continue to help us out.
Heck yeah. Always love them. I got to have my tubes fixed. It's been a few years. I'm with having troops withdrawals from the last time we had you on the show.
Well, you know, what a great place to be. You know, honky tonk is a great time.
Are you still on cloud nine about winning that Grammy in 2013?
Well, you know what? I just think that I'm always going to be there because it's it's in a place I can see it every day, and I don't make it a habit to go in the room and look at it, but I'm in that room a lot because that's where my little boy likes to play, and I get a chance to see it, and it's still right here. It's always going to be right here.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee is the Southeast Texas headquarters for live music, dinner, drinking, and dancing. Honky Tonk Texas features a steady stream of the best live entertainment in the Lone Star State. Come scoot a boot and shoot some pool or shuffleboard. Make plans to be at the Honky Tonk Texas every Thursday for steak night. Delicious Texas-sized steaks cooked to perfection with all the fixins'. And don't forget the world-famous Honky Tonk Grill inside of Honky Tonk Texas. See your favorite national, regional, and local artists on the Honky Tonk stage. Honky Tonk Texas presents Frank Foster on Saturday, June 26th. Get your tickets in advance at the Honky Tonk Texas box office or at honkytonktexas.us.
Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle has overcome a lot in the past few years with hurricanes, floods, a demolition, and the pandemic. But the Miller family has come back better than ever. Pine Tree Lodge, where the road ends and the fun begins, in the scenic setting of Taylor's Bayou. Dance to live music Thursday through Sunday, and stop in soon for fantastic atmosphere, friendly folks, and delicious food and drinks. Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle, Texas.
Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
King of the Road.
Howdy, and thanks again for watching the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4 and the CW. I'm Jim King of the Road. Still to come, Dustin Sagne will be in the Royal Spotlight, brought to you by Bradley's Collision Center in Fort Neches, Texas. But now it's time for the Southeast Texas debut of Juna and Joey's new video. It's our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville. Pine Tree Lodge has it all covered. Great live music Thursday through Sunday, fantastic food, delicious drinks, a king-size dance floor, and great service, and all in the scenic setting of Taylor's Bayou in LaBelle, Texas. Stop in there soon and tell Mike, Sandy, and Norma Miller that Jim King of the TV and radio sent you. Juna and Joey are from West Palm Beach, Florida, and they have organically developed a robust and loyal following after starting their careers by posting covers on YouTube, earning over 7 million collective views. The YouTube activity drew the attention of DreamWorks TV and asked them to participate in the Netflix original Spirit Riding Free by offering their rendition of Keith Urban's Somebody Like You for the show. And their star continues to shine brighter by the day. Here comes their highnesses and River Run recording artists Juna and Joey with Something Good to Miss as our Pine Tree Lodge music clip of the week from Nashville.
should know. Just like my hometown, you feel right to come on back to. No. 24/7, 365. Sneaking up, hanging out in my mind. Till that next kiss, so hold on to this. Got something good, something good to miss. Something good to miss.
Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle has overcome a lot in the past few years with hurricanes, floods, a demolition, and the pandemic. But the Miller family has come back better than ever. Pine Tree Lodge, where the road ends and the fun begins, in the scenic setting of Taylor's Bayou. Dance to live music Thursday through Sunday, and stop in soon for fantastic atmosphere, friendly folks, and delicious food and drinks. Pine Tree Lodge in LaBelle, Texas.
Coming up next, Dustin Sanye will be in the Royal Spotlight. Sponsored by Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches.
King of the road.
And my father would paint cars and trucks for people at the refinery, and my mom would tape them up while he was at work at the refineries, and when he got off, he'd spray them, and yeah, it's a way of life.
Of course, everything changes in life, but one thing has remained constant since the Bradley family started Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches, Texas, way back in 1962. You can still trust that they'll get the job done with fairness, expertise, and precision. Now 3 generations of Bradleys have carried on that legacy of professionalism that was started almost 60 years ago.
Our World Gym. Let's rock.
Texas Hot Country Magazine is one of the oldest magazines in the Houston area and affiliated with 2 Houston radio stations, the new 93Q and Country Legends. We target the very lucrative family-oriented country music and Texas music market. Grab the latest issue at TexasHotCountryMagazine.com and check out Jim King of the Road's new column. For Texas Hot Country Magazine advertising rates and information, please contact Leon Beck at 281-702-2242.
Someday I should shave again, maybe find somewhere. Maybe when this broken heart don't hurt. Someday I should find out if the world is still out there. On second thought, I don't really care. If I'm the guy you say I am, man, that I don't love you. If you don't think I'm worth a damn, well, baby, I don't too. I'm gonna curl up on the floor some old honky-tonk and die. As if you don't need me, neither do I. I'm drinking 10-year-old whiskey for a 2-week-old pain, and that's like a washing windows in the rain. Well, I hate to tell you, baby, that this time you're wrong. Without your love, I just can't go on. If I'm the guy you say I am, man, maybe I don't too. I'm gonna curl up on the floor of some old honky-tonk and die. 'Cause if you don't need me, neither do I. Neither do I. Neither do I.
And my father would paint cars and trucks for people at the refinery, and my mom would tape them up while he was at work at the refineries, and when he got off, he'd spray them, and yeah, it's a way of life.
Of course, everything changes in life, but one thing has remained constant since the Bradley family started Bradley's Collision Center in Port Neches, Texas, way back in 1962. You can still trust that they'll get the job done with fairness, expertise, and precision. Now 3 generations of Bradleys have carried on that legacy of professionalism that was started almost 60 years ago.
Nestled between Beaumont and Lumberton, Texas, is the beautiful Book Nook Inn Bed and Breakfast. It hosts visitors from around the world. Locals love it also as a quick, relaxing getaway from their everyday life. Swimming, fishing, viewing a movie in its unique theater room, and more awaits them at the inn. It's also a premier wedding venue. Many couples have exchanged vows in front of its gazebo or its event room. Book Nook Inn hosts reunions, vow renewals, murder mysteries, and more. We hope soon you'll be our guest at Book Nook Inn.
It's good to be king.
You all keep it between the ditches, you hear?